Hey guys, what's up? It's Tuesday, and I just wanted to say I hope you're having a great day. During this time, I will inspire, encourage, energize, and recharge you for your week and for today. So, today I wanted to talk about the ebbs and flows of emotions. So, as someone who is highly emotional, I've been trying to learn how to maintain balance in my life, and one of the frustrating things is that I kind of feel like I'm always ebbing and flowing. I feel like it's it's really rare that I'm just like here. Usually it's like, oh, now I'm up here, and now I'm down here, and now I'm up here, and now I'm down here. And with that, I've learned a lot. Actually, I would even say like within this past week that has kind of is helping me to reframe the way that I am and think of think of things a little bit different. So I'm going to get into that. So just some tips for when you are ebbing and flowing with emotion, and you can take these for what they are. They've been things that have been really helpful for me. One, don't make decisions during those pit low times. So I typically consider stopping everything that I'm doing during those pit low times. I want to hide in a hole. I don't want to interact with people. And if I allow that low time to control me, I'm not regulating my emotions, and I'm allowing them to overtake every part of my life and even of my future, because I can, that can be really bad to just stop everything, because we get into a low spot, or like canceling everything for the day so that I can just be alone, which I'm going to get into a little bit more detail with that one. But one of the another one, so don't make decisions during those pit low times. This is where I get my content, my humility, and also my compassion for others, because if if I am doing really well for a little while, I'm like, look at me, like I'm doing pretty well, and that can be really dangerous, because then I'm less patient with people, I'm less compassionate, because it's like, well, I'm doing it, like why is it so hard for this person to do it, and and my pride can definitely kick in during that time. So I'm being real with you guys here. Like, these low times really help me to stay more balanced as a person. And they help me to get content that allows me to connect better with people and to stay humble, because it's like, I am not a far cry from where these people are in their low spots. I still have my low spots. I still have people that I need to talk to and need to work with to help me work through things sometimes, because sometimes I can't see it for myself. So having like other people in my life that care about me, um, and can help me through those times, but it also, so that definitely helps to keep me humble and stuff as well. So if that's an area that you're struggling, remember the benefits of that as well. And we can't be high all the time, but it doesn't mean we have to stay low either. Sometimes I feel like, if I can't maintain that high, that really good place and that really positive place consistently, then how can, then like, what's the use? Like, what's the point? And that does not have to be the case. Like, we are always going to ebb and flow. There are always going to be constant things that we need to adjust to and work through. And we can't be high all the time, but it doesn't mean that we have to be low all the time either. So it's a matter of, the continuous effort to try and find more balance and try and keep balance. Try to understand ourselves in the low times and be patient with ourselves, and also embrace those high times as like, this is why we do what we do, and this is a beautiful purpose that we're serving. Being consistent. Oh, well, yeah, I'll go ahead with that one since I started. Be consistent even when you don't feel like it, and it may just lift you out of it. There have been times, like I said, where I just want to cancel everything, and I'm like, I can't do it today. I cannot adult today, and I want to hide. And trying to learn to be consistent even during those times is amazing, because when I tell myself, no, I'm not going to cancel it today, I'm going to stick with it, I'm going to do this even though I don't really feel like it right now. Um, as I start to push myself in that way, I'm finding that it's actually really helping me to come back to my more positive place. So for instance, like I had 2 meetings today with people, and meetings, get-togethers, hangouts with people. And before I started that, honestly, I wanted to cancel. I wanted to just be like, nope, I want to be by myself. I'm really struggling. But instead, by pushing myself to hold those times and to interact with people and talk from a positive position where, like, like, this is why I do what I do, like asking questions of them and learning about their purpose, it starts to spark, like, that inside, like, oh yeah, this is why I do what I do. This is what I love doing. And this is how I can, benefit this person, or this is how they can grow as a person. Like, it can be a beautiful thing. To try and push through those times that we really don't feel like it, and we're not exactly, our hearts may not be in it when we start, but then as we work through it, it can help it to re-spark that and to come alive again and pull us out of those low times. So if you're struggling, you don't have to always cancel everything and say, look, I'm just really low and I just need to, stay here. This too shall pass. It actually comes from the Bible, and with this too shall pass, it's a good reminder that that it's not always going to be this way. So it's not always going to be low. It's not always going to be high, and so that's okay. Like, that's normal. It's normal to we can't always be consistent. Not every day is going to be good, but not every day is going to be bad. And so understanding, this has its time, and it's okay because it will come to an end when I'm not feeling like it. Okay, so now let's talk about these lows, sometimes where we need to be by ourselves and sometimes where we need to push ourselves forward. So there are times where, I noticed this past week, so there's a low where I do need to be by myself. I should not interact with people because it will make things worse. I will get much worse. And everybody's going to see something bad if I'm around people, because I cannot be a nice person, or I can start crying at everything, or whatever it is. We need some times where we can be by ourselves, and then there are other lows where I need to not be alone. Like, I do need to push myself forward. So if this is a struggle area for you, this is a practice that I'm trying to work through myself, where there are those lows where we need to be by ourselves, and that's okay. We need time to ourselves to kind of work through things and come to a place of calm before we can go back into the world. But then there are also going to be lows where if you are going to be alone, then it's just going to get worse. You're going to start marinating in it in your head, and you're just going to get worse and worse and worse. And so recognizing within yourself, when are those times where I need to push myself through this, and when are the times where pushing yourself to be more social or something is going to actually make it worse. So, but it is, all of this to say, it is a choice. It's a choice of how we deal with those lows and how we deal with those highs. It does not always have to look the same. It's what am I going to do about this current situation? Yes, I'm going to have lows. Yes, I'm going to have highs. What am I going to do with them, though? And how are you going to manage them? So as you go about your day, I hope it's a high day. I hope it's a good day. But whether it is or whether it's not, I still encourage you to look at the benefit of it and what you can, how it can help you to grow as a person and as an individual. So yeah. So I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I hope this material is something that you can use in your lives. Please like or comment or message me personally with anything that I can help or assist with. I've loved the communications and the connections that I have made with those of you that have reached out to me. It's really why I love doing this. So I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Bye.